Go to any Vancouver Island message board these days, and you'll probably see the following comments.
Don't move here. Stay away. The island is full.
Well, I'm about to let you in on all the secrets which make living in Nanaimo the best. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rita, and I help people relocate in and around Nanaimo on Vancouver Island, just like I did. So hopefully the title of this video didn't scare you off. I obviously would very much love for you to move to Nanaimo, but there's no doubt that Islanders seem to be a little bit protective of people moving to Vancouver Island. So in this video, I'm not necessarily going to share what brought us here in the first place, but basically what keeps us here the long term. All the little things that make us love this place that much more. Number one is the malls don't actually suck. Now, why do I bring up this topic? I thought to myself, why do people decide to pay more to live in bigger cities? And one thing that came to mind is people love the idea of being able to shop. So obviously, before online shopping was a thing, having access to shopping malls was a pretty big deal to people. Nanaimo is actually home to the biggest shopping mall on Vancouver Island called Woodgrove Centre. This mall has over 150 shops and has all your staples like the Bay, Walmart, Sports Check, Toys R Us. But then I was pleasantly surprised to find some of my favorite stores like Sephora, Lush, Lululemon, and also the latest Scoop, which is a boutique store found around Canada. Besides Woodgrove Centre, there are numerous other large shopping malls around Nanaimo where you can find pretty much anything you're looking for. All the big box stores are found in Nanaimo, such as Canadian Tire, Best Buy, Staples are all found in the city. So again, besides online shopping, you can find anything you need here. And so personally, having the access to shopping wasn't something that was going to keep me in the city, especially once I found out what was available in Nanaimo. Not to mention all of the downtown boutique shopping, which I mentioned in my video, things to do in Nanaimo. All right, so my second thought was what else could be keeping people in the big city, and that was sporting and concert events. Well, lucky for everyone who lives here, getting from Nanaimo to downtown Vancouver is about to get a whole lot easier come this summer of 2023. This is because the long-awaited high-speed passenger ferry from downtown Nanaimo to downtown Vancouver is about to launch. This service existed in the early 2000s, but was discontinued due to mechanical and environmental reasons, and there's been a lot of talk of starting this kind of service back up again. So far, nothing has happened, so I feel like people had become a little bit jaded to this idea, but according to sources, this will be happening. So what does that mean? Well, for starters, even though population growth is happening in Nanaimo, I personally think there is about to be a boom of people that are going to move to the island due to ease of commuting if they do work in Vancouver. That's because it's only a 70-minute ride to and from the downtown cores, and considering in Vancouver you already spend so much time in your vehicle, in traffic, this isn't actually that much more time, and this is actually a way less stressful way to travel, in my opinion. And back to my point about concerts and events, we'll be able to then hop on the ferry, get to the event downtown Vancouver, and instead of having to make our way to Horseshoe Bay or Tsawwassen to make the ferry, it'll just be a hop to the Vancouver Harbour Flight Center and then just a short ride home. So I see a lot more day trips to the city in my future. Nanaimo is an outdoor playground. There's so much to do here and so many hidden treasures that the locals don't necessarily want everyone to know about, because then they will become overcrowded. But because it just takes a simple Google search to find out where these spots are, I don't mind sharing just a few of them with you. From scuba diving, one of 3 sunken shipwrecks in the Nanaimo Harbor, to the hole in the wall in Port Alberni, which is just a short drive away from here. There's also the Abyss, an extension, which is a 16-inch crack in the earth or fissure. There's Petroglyph Park, which is just a short distance from downtown Nanaimo. There's awesome beach combing where you can search for beach glass, and also some really cool hidden waterfalls to explore. Nanaimo is home to some really fun, quirky events. Most of you have probably heard of the bathtub races. This annual event began in 1967, where race participants used bathtubs to race across the Strait of Georgia from downtown Nanaimo to Vancouver. The route then changed in 1997, where the race now departs from Departure Bay, around the Winchelsea Islands, and then back. The mayor of Nanaimo from 1968 to 1984 was a man named Frank Ney, and he was a huge promoter of these races and would dress as a pirate for the event. A statue of the old mayor captures his image in Maffeo Sutton Park, downtown Nanaimo, where weekend-long events for the race take place. Nanaimo also has some really cool haunted history. And every year, the Nanaimo Museum holds a haunted lantern tour. This 90-minute walking tour of downtown takes you through a historical and spooky journey through the landmarks of Nanaimo. Tickets for this event seem to sell out pretty quickly through October 1st to October 29th, even when they add dates. So I would say get your tickets early for this one. Last, but certainly not least on my list is people are so nice here. Living on an island in the Pacific, I think people are just way more relaxed. I have to admit, I was a little nervous moving here and having to depend on people visiting me for my social life. I did find pretty quickly that people I come across here, from the dog park to my volunteer position with Scouts Canada, I've been able to make friends a lot easier than I did on the mainland. And there just seems to be a way more chill vibe when you call customer service, for example, or when you're being served at restaurants. So of course, this is besides the cranky people that are telling you not to move to Vancouver Island. So there you have it. And I hope leaving it on that note shows you that I don't actually mean people don't want you to move here, because I certainly do and would love to have you. So if I can help in any way, be sure to shoot me a message in the comments below. You can also visit me at my website, ritafraser.com. And if you liked this video, if you could do me a favor before you go and just give it a thumbs up, and of course, hit that subscribe button if you want to be kept up to date on my weekly videos. And check out my video, Things to Do in Nanaimo next, as I do intend to expand on this topic more in the summer. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.